showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is what they're playing for. The group of 6 has known they can compete with the big boys all along, and winning a national championship has proven that. But now they've got to do it again and show they can be consistent. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So Indiana's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for space. It's Ncaa. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Ncaa.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The quick out. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well,
got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Brown wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. sets it up. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Preston.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
Makes the grab in their space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Richard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Go. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Final play of the quarter coming. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside. It's Richard. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep...
Could be an alley. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Made a defender miss. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air, it's Hoover. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Grab behind the line. It's Ncaa. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers! Put 6 on the board.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the extra point was good. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Brown will throw it. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Backs got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Richard. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the ground, it's Richard. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some up.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Indiana. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ncaa.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Takes the easy completion. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The run inside. It's Ncaa. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
Maybe a crease.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. With the catch, it's Washington. Got room at the 35. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah.
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's shot. Maybe some room here. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking for a big play. Makes a deep grab. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him, fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Jukes his way for more. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Richard. There he goes. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Great job by the back on the option. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Slips through the line. And there he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
4th and goal now in the 4th quarter, down a couple of scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Escapes the pressure to his right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here.
Roman!
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Moving out to the right. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
From the red zone, it's Pritchard. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Headed for the corner, it's Ncaa. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. Keeps it on the option. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
he's going to fire deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.